Hello, and here we're going to look at a more detailed exercise recommendation for general health. If you look on the web page, you will notice that there are some basic guidelines there, and we're just going to build on those a little bit here and get a little more specific. Also outline maybe a few exercises to accomplish your general health goals. There are two types of exercises recommended. The first one being resistance exercise, and the second one being cardiovascular exercise. Resistance exercise frequency should be done roughly 2 times per week on non-consecutive days. Non-consecutive days just basically means no 2 days back to back. So if you do a full body workout of resistance exercise on Monday, the next day you should do it, or the soonest you should do it would be Wednesday. Otherwise, if you did on Monday and Tuesday, they would be considered consecutive days. So here you want to have at least 1 day between each resistance exercise workout. Resistance exercise intensity. Each exercise should be done to volitional fatigue, and this is the last repetition you can do with good form. So you may see when people kind of cheat to lift the last 1 or 2 repetitions. If that's what you're doing, you're at the point where you're cheating, you're done, just put the weight down. If you feel the need that you want to take your muscles a little past what they're able to do on their own, then get a spotter so they can assist you so you can maintain good form while you're lifting. But do not cheat in order to get that bar back up. Volitional fatigue should occur between 8 to 12 repetitions, and that goes into specifically how the muscles are activated. So we believe that if the muscles are fatiguing from 8 to 12 repetitions, that we will have adequately exercised and fatigued your fast and your slow twitch muscle fibers. I will not get into great detail what that means here, but maybe in a future video. And you should be looking to do 8 to 10 exercises. That's roughly 1 exercise for each muscle group. And you want to do that for 1 to 3 sets for each exercise. You're going to start with one set. That will be adequate if you're just starting. But if you need to further push the muscles, you're no longer getting sore and you think you can handle it, then progress to 2 sets and then to 3 sets. Resistance exercise time. Each exercise should be performed lifting and lowering the weight at a speeds of no less than 1 to 2 seconds up and 1 to 2 seconds down. In fact, I would recommend you spend 4 seconds lowering the weight because that's going to help reduce the amount of orthopedic stress to your joints, and it'll also put your muscles under tension for a longer period of time, and it'll help your body adapt a little bit faster. Or I should say, it'll let your body get a little bit more out of each lift. Rest between sets should last roughly 2 to 3 minutes. And your workouts should last roughly 45 minutes. Resistance exercise type. Exercise should be performed for each major muscle group, and these consist of your chest, back, shoulders, biceps, triceps, abdomen, quadriceps, glutes, and hamstrings. And here's some exercise examples in the same order as the muscle groups are listed down there. We have push-ups, dumbbell chest press, bench press, cable row, bent over row, pull-ups, shoulder press, front raise, side lateral to front raise, tricep pushdowns, tricep kickbacks, dips, planks, knee raises, knee tuck crunches, squats, lunges, stiff-legged deadlift, and back extensions. Cardiovascular exercise frequency. It's currently recommended that American adults get 75 to 150 minutes per week, depending on the intensity. Cardiovascular intensity should be moderate to vigorous. And if it's moderate, that means your heart rate's elevated, you may be sweating, but you're still able to carry on a conversation. We would classify this as moderate intensity. Activity is considered vigorous when the exercise causes such an increase in breathing that the participant can only give 1 or 2 word responses and is unable to carry on a conversation. And when you're exercising at moderate intensity, we would say that you need 30 minutes daily or roughly 150 minutes per week. However, if you are exercising vigorously, you only need half of that time, or 75 minutes per week. For moderate intensity, you might consider walking briskly, being on an exercise bike, an elliptical, or a treadmill, light swimming, even walking in the water might do it, and light heavy bag training. Vigorous intensity exercise options might include jogging, spin class, or what they call spinning, swimming laps, rigorous heavy bag training, some plyometrics. If you're a little more advanced, you don't want to start with plyometrics because of the orthopedic stress to the joints, skating or skiing. And lastly, flexibility. So before the workout, warm up on a piece of cardio equipment, such as an exercise bike or an elliptical machine, a treadmill, at a light to moderate pace will help warm up the muscles, reduces risk of injury, and also helps increase your performance. Just before you lift your targeted weight, for example, you might want to start with a warm-up set. So this would be something at a lighter intensity or less weight than what you were going to lift, and you would do roughly 10 repetitions. The goal is just to get the muscles warm and primed for the more intense weight that you're about to lift. And after you're done lifting or doing calisthenics or whatever the resistance exercise you're doing, a good practice would be to do a cool down. You can get back on the same piece of cardio equipment and light to moderate intensity, and slowly tapering that down to light intensity. And then you want to make sure you want to be performing some stretching, at least one exercise for each of the major muscle groups that you just worked. And then after that, you're done. All right, well, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video.